A national award-winning program comes to Hattiesburg every year so kids can learn from civil rights activists right here in the Pine Belt.
Yeah, these activists spoke with students about ways to end racism and hate. Corey Howard takes a look in the second part of a special report.
History is one of America's best teachers. A generation often forgot about in the equal rights movement happens to be the younger generation.
Listening to them speak or listening to their hard stories is nothing compared to what they went through, and so I'm learning to be grateful, and I'm also learning to forgive those who have been cruel to me and have done me wrong, and also trying my best to ask for forgiveness for those that I've done wrong to.
Adrian learns these lessons from civil rights activists such as the Damer family, Angela Lewis, the daughter of James Chaney, and investigative reporter Jerry Mitchell, who all passed down valuable lessons needed to end racism and hate.
We have made quite a few strides, obviously, here in Mississippi since the 1960s. I mean, Mississippi is a much different place today than it was back then. But you'd have to say, not just about Mississippi, but about the country, we still have a long way to go.
And it starts by teaching the younger generation.
I say young people and adults don't get it. I say the word it on purpose. Understand what real nonviolence is, real courage, real forgiveness. Not being silent to injustice. Well, who better explains what that should really be about than people in the civil rights movement?
For nearly 20 years, the national award-winning program from California called Soldier into the Past goes through Hattiesburg, Mississippi to enrich high school students about the lessons and key morals from local civil rights activists.
We've got to keep our focus on improving relationships, and I think a lot of that, to be honest, is about listening. And I think too often people don't want to listen. They want to hear what other people have to say about, like they have their own mind already made up.
Damer gives credit to integration for helping him understand his fellow man.
It made all of us aware, white and black, that we may be a different color, but what? We're the same people. We're human beings. Our goal is the same.
We want better education for our kids. We want our schools to be better, all these kinds of things. And so that's just an example of one issue. Criminal justice system, we want it to work for all people, not just for some people. So those are the kind of issues that we need to tackle and address and begin to come together as a country instead of tearing ourselves apart like seems like we are right now.
Because all of us, regardless of race, color, creed, religion, whatever, we're all in the same boat. And we have to work together if we want to what? Maintain a successful democracy. We have to do that, because if we don't, we all sink. So it's time for the good people to step forward and not let these changes destroy our nation.
United we stand, and divided we fall. One nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. Corey Howard, Fox 23 News.